Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, A Little Geek, A Little Chic. Today I'm going to go through the books that I plan to read in the month of September. So grab yourself your beverage of choice and let's talk books. So in the month of August, things were a little crazy, but that's okay. I did not get as much reading done as I would like to, so I'm hoping to improve on that in the month of September. I've got quite some lofty goals for myself, as well as I've also been doing a lot of mood reading lately, and I've been getting a lot of holds and audiobooks and things from my local library. So that being said, I will definitely have more in here than I'm showing. Start off with, I'd like to tell you about the first book that I plan to read in the month of September, and it's called The Hunting Wives. Now, that book is about, it's like one of those domestic thrillers, a bunch of housewives looking for fun, finding trouble, murder or something criminal ensues, etc. So that is what I'm here for at the beginning. Give me some suburbia thriller vibes, and it's gotten good, it's gotten kind of mixed reviews on BookTube. It's got good reviews kind of all around. It's kind of been one of the hot titles lately, so I'm glad that I picked it up from my local library, and I'm currently reading it in audiobook form, and I'm really enjoying it. Now, we're going to start with the elephant in the room. The books I haven't finished yet. Because in the month of August, I got really into just audiobooks and mood reading and just picking up whatever. So, that being said, I have not picked up My Brother's Husband. I'm still the same space I was last month, but this month I will finish it for sure. My Brother's Husband on the TBR. Added. Okay? Super sad about this one. I am loving it, but I just have not picked it up. I don't know what happened. It just wasn't drawing me, and I didn't want to get into a reading slump, and I'm liking the book when I'm reading it. So I don't think it's the book. I'm pretty sure it was just me this month. And that is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I'm going to continue this book in the month of September, and I'm going to finish it. Like I said, really enjoying the characters. I've heard from a few sources that there's a character potentially in here that's like a crossover character in Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I'm there for that. Now I definitely need to read it because I need to know who's in this that was in that and figure that out. So down for this. Very excited still. Still loving it. Gonna finish it. Next, I have a book I didn't even start. So it's just going on the TBR again. And this is when it gets cooler. September's still a bit warm, but I start to get the feels for the thrillers and the spooky books and the creepy, the gory, those kind of books. I try to contain myself and leave the gore and the horror and the spooky for October, but I can't always do that. I do always gravitate towards thrillers, though, in the fall, so I try to put some more thrillers in, and that kind of curbs me to October when I get into the Grady Hendrix gruesome style writing. So to start off with the thriller train, I have a book from Paul Hawkins, Into the Water. She wrote A Girl on the Train, and I believe that was a what they call I can't remember what the word is now, you guys. This book is her first book. Girl on the Train had an unreliable narrator. I can't believe how long it took me to come up with the word unreliable. It has been a month, a week, a day, and everything. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm not sure if there's an unreliable narrator in this book. But part of what I liked about A Girl on a Train was the unreliable narrator. You couldn't really 100% be sure what you were hearing was correct and accurate. So I'm kind of here for this vibe, and I hope it's in this one too a little bit. I hope that's kind of her like niche. But I'm excited to find out about this. I have no idea what this is about, and it's a thriller, so I try not to read too much into it to find out what it's about, because I don't want to know and I don't want to spoil myself. So that's thriller number 1. Thriller number 2 is by an author who I have read multiple books from and loved, and that is Ruth Ware, and I'm going to read The Woman in Cabin 10. Now, this is a last-minute edition. I literally just added this to my TBR. I got a text from Kim over at Bookshelfbunny, and her and I are friends in real life as well as on the YouTube, and we were talking about doing some buddy reads in the spooky seasons. Well, she texted me this evening while we were having supper and said, "Do you have The Woman in Cabin 10? And I'm like, wait a minute, I think I do. So I ran upstairs to my library room, took a picture and sent it to her and said, looks like I do have it. I was thinking that maybe she wanted to borrow it. And I was like, I haven't read it though. My TBR equals out of control. And she texted me back and said she has it and she hasn't read it either. And so I said, well, it looks like I'm adding this to the September TBR so we can see what we thought about it, because she is also probably going to read it in September. So add that to the list and we will see how I feel about this. All I know about this one is potentially it's someone who's on a ship or a cruise ship and there's maybe a storm and she looks out and I think she maybe sees someone fall off the ship, but then there's nobody there when they go to investigate, or someone that person that she saw was never on the ship. I don't know. Like I said, thrillers, I don't like to know too much going into them because I like to pretty much go in blind and be surprised. That's the whole premise of a thriller, right? So I'm gonna pick this one up and see if I like it as well. I have a water theme going on. Apparently I have a Woman in Cabin 10. It's like all rain and water, and then I have Into the Water by Paul Hawkins. And I have Malibu Rising with a bunch of surfers water on it for Taylor Jenkins Reid. Let's see if there's any more with water on them. Kind of awkward, but I think it's a common trend with thrillers, is that there's like a rain scene on the cover. Save this book for last. Oh, look at that. Another one with water droplets on it. It's another thriller, and it's called Her Pretty Face. It's a novel by Robin Harding. I know that it's kind of like about a woman or a girl who has a friend that she is like infatuated with, to the point of maybe crossing lines, and who knows what ensues. But like I said, thriller, don't want to know too much going in. I picked this one up at a local little free library on my street, and or just down the road from me, and I know nothing about it. So if you've read this book, let me know in the comments down below if you liked it. No spoilers though, because I'm gonna go in blind. And did you like it? Did you not like it? Was it dry? Was it fast? Was it exciting? Was it everything you were hoping for? And yeah, again, raindrops on the cover. So that's apparently my theme for September. Rain or water. The next one does not have raindrops on the cover, but it still does have the sticker because I took it out of the library. I finally got this hold and I got a text that it was ready. Take the sticker off so you guys can't see my little library number. And I was very excited to get this. So I got a text message, it was ready, and I had to go pick it up, and it instantly went on the September TBR, and that is Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I read Riley Sager's complete backlist in 2020 and loved every book that I read. A couple obviously were favorites and some were just good. There was no bad reads out of the set. I'd say one of the favorites was probably, Lock Every Door. Is it the apartment sitter one? Loved that one. And Home Before Dark. Loved that one. So those were my tops. This one apparently is about a young woman who gets a ride home with another person from her college or her class, and he's going the same direction, and there's been a string of like murders or crimes against women in their community, and she starts to feel like it may be related to this guy. Problem is she's in the vehicle with said guy and nobody's around, and so she just needs to get through the drive and survive the night. and I'm excited to find out what this story entails, and that's all I know from here. I also know it has mixed reviews on BookTube, so I'm trying not to get too swayed either way, going into it just wanting a thriller that I might or might not enjoy. The other one I was thinking about adding to this TBR was called No Exit. I didn't add it because I have so many going on right now. But that one was a huge one, I think, at the beginning of 2021, if not the end of 2020. And I'm still thinking of picking that one up. Maybe that'll be an October read. Or I'll see if I can get it from my library. The final book for the month of September, like I said, lofty goals I have, is a book that I am buddy reading with Kim over at Bookshelfbunny. We picked a couple of books and I let her choose which one we start with, and she picked this classic cult horror-esque style novel. It has a cult following, this book, and there's movies and the whole film franchise, and I do have a better copy than this. I do have the anthology bind up, which is the 3 volumes, the 3 books, but I just really wanted to read this first one. And so my aunt actually dropped this off at my house, and I was so excited to get it. She said, sorry, the cover's ripped, but I'm like, you know what, I don't even care. Like, 1, there's tape in the world, and 2, it adds to the like mystique of this book. It's been so well loved, and just like the horror aspect of the book and the fact the cover's torn is hilarious, and I just love it. It's got character, it's got charisma. So that book that we are reading as a buddy read this month is Anne Rice, Interview with a Vampire. Have you guys read this book? Did you love it? Is the franchise all it's cracked up to be, or is this just the best book? Let me know in the comments down below if you've read Interview with a Vampire, and if you loved it or you hated it, or if you are a fan of the second book more. I tell you, I watched the movie for the second book, Queen of the Damned, and I love that movie. I have not watched Interview with a Vampire yet, so hopefully gonna read this and then convince my husband to watch Interview with a Vampire with me. We'll see. He's not a big scary movie fan, so maybe not. I'm thinking it's gonna be a hard sell, but it might not be since it's such an acclaimed film. But that is it for me for the month of September. Wish me luck. I have high hopes. I'm gonna sit right here in this room and in this chair, and I'm gonna read as much as I can and get back to you guys with how I felt on all these books, and hopefully some more. Hopefully I get through a whole bunch of audiobooks and enjoy them just as much as the physical books. But that is it for me for this video. As always, please like if you like this video and subscribe down below. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you're notified when I post new videos. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your likes and all your subscribes. See you soon with another video.